You better turn up. You better be there.
Welcome to Cruise Clues. I'm your host Mikey of the Crochet Crowd and your onboard host for the Crochet Cruises. We are going to do a mystery, and this is a flower A hexagon. We need to make a total of 6 of these. I'm recommending that the middle color be a separate color than the flower petals, and then this color here be what is corresponding with the rest of your color pattern that you're doing. We have the handbook available to you. See the more information link where this has been listed with the pattern, and also color recommendations are also. We don't mind though if you're experimenting with color and to really have a lot of fun with it. I'm recommending that the outsides of these motifs be kind of matching all each other, so when they're come together that they will look like they belong together. But the interior flowers I want you to have a lot of fun with. So with here you're going to use a 4mm size G6 crochet hook, and you can use Red Heart Super Saver or Bernat Super Value yarn. I'm recommending that all of the motifs be completed in the same yarn brand. If you decide to change out your yarn brand like I did just in this tutorial, you can see that you will end up with a completely different size motif by just changing the brand. So just be consistent with that. I'm also recommending that whatever colors that you decided to use, please bring those with you on the ship. The accenting colors, you don't need a lot of that, so please don't bring a full ball of that with you. These are just little fun, so you can just grab a little micro ball of these colors. In the event that you see what we're doing here on the ship, if you bring the yarn that you have and you need to change something, at least the change will be the same color tone. If you decide to leave your yarn at home and you realize that you should have made another color or something other similar, or a motif got damaged on you, you will not be able to necessarily be able to replace that, because we don't have all the colors and all brands available to you on the ship. So let's grab a stitch marker, and also we're going to begin a flower A, and let's start that next. To begin flower number A, you can do a magic circle, or if you don't like doing that, just chain 2 and then do everything in the second chain from the hook, but a magic circle is pretty good. So we're just going to lay the yarn down in front of your hand and just insert, or just hold it 2 fingers only and wrap around the 2 fingers, and just rotate your hand over and cross over like that. Once you have that done, just insert your 4mm size G6 crochet hook and just grab the other yarn and pull up, and you can release that off your hand, and then just chain 1 to lock it. You want to crochet up over top of these 2 strands here so that you can pull it shut. In this case, what we're going to do is that we are going to single crochet only 5 times. Now you're thinking it's a hexagon, it should have been 6. Technically it should be, but we're gonna be doing something slightly different, so you have to trust in me a little bit. So you're just going to just single crochet 5 times into the magic circle. So this is 2, 3, 4 and 5. And once you have all 5 done, you grab the starting strand and you pull it as tight as you can, and that will conclude the middle of this. Now before we're done here, I want you to slip stitch this to the beginning single crochet, and there's a reason why we only did 5 instead of 6. I want you to include this slip stitching that we're about to do as one of the stitches. It always looks as a separate gap, and so the designer is asking you to do that so that you include this slip stitching as what appears to be as a stitch. So you should see 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Do you see that? So what I can do at this moment is that I can fasten this yarn off so that you have a different center and pull through. And you can leave that to the back side, and you may want to cover over top of that, which I will show you in just a moment as well. So at this point you may want to take the tapestry needle and just weave the starting of the magic circle in and out a total of 3 times. If you do not secure a magic circle, it can fall out. So just staying on the back side, so I should not be able to see this needle on the front side of the project, so just stay on the back and just weave in and out 3 times. And once you have that woven in and out 3 times, I can just safely cut that and it's good to go. You need to make a total of 6 of these if I didn't already state so. So let's begin round number 2. So what I'm recommending to you, do not create a slip knot before you start this. Just loop the yarn, and I want you to crochet up over top of this so that you don't end up having this knot that appears out of place. And all I'm just gonna do is recommend you just put it into any one of the stitches and then pull through and give it a bit of slack. So just give it a little bit more than you normally would, and let the straggler fall to the project side, and then just grab your yarn. So we want to just yarn over and insert into the same stitch for a total of 4 times. So we're gonna pull that yarn through. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There is a hunk of the yarn on your hook. There should be a total of 9 stitches or 9 loops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Once you have all 9 there, so if you did it 4 times you don't need to count that, and all you're just going to do then is just yarning over and pulling through all 9 loops. Just like that. So once you get that done, just chain 2 and then do in the next stitch do the exact same thing. So just yarning over, going into the next one, noticing that I'm going up over top of the tail to keep it underneath. So just yarn over, pull through, and do that a total of 4 times. So it was 1, yarning over, pulling it through, just give it a bit of slack, 2, 3, and 4. See, and now you got a big hunk of that. Pull, yarn over, pull through everything, and then chain 2 to advance. Okay, going yarn over, going in, do that a total of 4 times. Just give it a little bit more slack than you normally would, just for your own comfort, and then chain 2 once you have that done. So you will have a total of 6 of these petals. See, this is where the last yarn was, so I'm just going right up over top of that straggler to trap it in. Make sure that you yarn over first. And then pull through everything. Chain 2. Go to the next, yarn over. You would be this is like, I've done this twice now, so I've gotten a lot more comfortable than I did the first time I went through it. So just so you're aware, just get rid of any loose ends while you're working on this project too. So chain 2 and do your final one. So by using the slip stitching, which I did without really saying much to you, is that every stitch looks like it has something, because it does. So if I would have done 6 single crochets and then did a slip stitch to join, it would appear that I have a stitch missing, and it's just a visual thing if anything. So once you're all the way around, then just chain 2 and then just slip stitch it here to the top of the first petal. And what I can do then at this point is that I can change the yarn color now to something new, so that this will stand out in the project. So just fasten that off, weave in the ends, and then we will begin the next round, which is the final round for this particular style of motif. So just weave this in and I'll be right back with another color. So let's start, and we're just gonna take the yarn, create a slip knot first. We're gonna do a standing single crochet. So here is the project. We want the chain 2 spaces to be able to play with in order to start. So just go into any space, and I want you to do a standing single crochet. So just insert the hook, yarning over, pulling it through, and you will have 2 loops on the hook. Pull through the 2, and that's 1 single crochet. Now I want you in the same space to put another single crochet in, and then chain 1, and then in the same space put another 2 single crochets in. So 1 and 2. Okay, so that is one corner done. So you're gonna put 1 single crochet in the top of the flower petal, and then do the next corner. So the corners then are as follows. So it's 2 single crochets first, chain 1, and then another 2. So you can see how this is framing the work. And then put 1 single crochet in the top of the next flower petal, and then do another corner. So just 2 singles. So 1, 2, chain 1, and then 1 and 2, and then 1 into the next petal, and keep doing that all the way around. So the next chain 2 space has 2 singles, chain 1 and 2 singles. Okay, 1 at the top of the petal, and keep doing that until you see all of the sides being made. So 1 and 2, chain 1. So you see these don't really take a lot of yarn. If you notice that, you're noticing that so far. You need a total of 6 of these ones here in order to complete your project. So you're coming into the final chain 2 space, one into the final petal, and then slip stitch it to the first one. And what I'm recommending to you is that keep slip stitching until you get to that chain 1 space on the corner, which is the next one, and that's where you're going to finish off. So leave a 24-inch tail so that you can sew in this project to your other stuff when you get onto the ship, and just need a total of 6 of these. And make sure take care of all those loose ends now, so you don't have to be fuddling with that on the cruise ship. So just get rid of all your loose ends, put this in a baggie, and just make sure you bring these with you on the ship. And this complements the other ones that we're working through, and this is kind of neat. So have fun with the colors. Make sure the outside color is kind of the same as the ones that you will be recommending in the pattern, so the outside color kind of joins to something else, just like you see. Isn't that awesome? So you can see how it would be working together, and that would be how you do this one here. So this is flower petal. This is a hexagon A.